Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. So we are going to check with the data structure. So we have seen introduction to data structures and how does a list work, how can we add elements to the list or how can we access elements from the list. So we have seen in brief of all the operations, but again we will see some more operations, how do we append elements and how do we orderly make an arrangement or sort the list. Some little bit of complex operations we are going to check. So once we complete list operations, we are going to see the operations associated with tuple or tuple, whatever you call. So the tuple data structure also, and the various operations associated with tuple data structure as well. So again, let's begin today's session. So the various list operations you can see, we have created the list. We have created indexing, whether it can be positive indexing or negative indexing. We have done that. And list slicing also we did. And step slicing, the double colon and skipping and how to reverse the list. I've shown that, and it's really important for interviews as well. I mentioned in the last session. And okay, let's start from this. Modify the elements present in the list, which is, how do we update the values of the list? Let me quickly open the collab. So I'm just continuing in the same Google Colab. If you want for every different concept, you can make a new Google Colab and try that. So we stopped here after we reversed the list. We had stopped in the last session. So let's begin by modify the elements of the list. I have a list. I just get some sequence of numbers here this time to make it very simple. And I need to modify the elements. So for now, can you tell me which is the index position this element 3 is present? Yeah, you guessed it right. It can be the second index position. So to access this, what do? I do list one of two, isn't it? So just to access it. But if I want to modify also, I can do the same, right? So I accessed 3 here. Now I need to modify 3. Okay, I mean the second index position element. I can change the value of that. I just can replace list 1 of the index position 2 with 9 or 8. Okay. Now I am going to print list 1. See, the second position element is updated with a new element. Simple. So I can show you one more thing here, modify the list with the help of for loop. I told you we can use for loop to access all the elements of the list in any sequential data structure in the case. For I in list 1. So I'm accessing all the elements of the list one by one with the help of this for loop. I just need to add 1 to each element. So I've used assignment operator. Simple. And once I complete my loop, I'm just printing the list. Oh, 1 second. Some mechanical logic is required. I'm just finding the type of the variable, okay? It's integer only. I think it's using multiple times the same variable. Okay, I have incremented successfully, but I haven't appended the new number to the list, isn't it? So that's why I need to see. In the first loop it was 1, and then it is incremented to 2, and then it is incremented to 3, and then it's incremented to 9, because 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 8 plus 1 9. I'm just adding 1 to all the elements. 4 plus 1 5, and 5 plus 1 6. Okay, that's working fine. But the new elements after addition, after adding 1, I need to add it to the list, right? I need to add back to the list. So to do that, I just need to create a new list. List 2 dot, I mean, see, once I add 1 to all the elements of this list, I need to create a new list to put those values, isn't it? So 1 plus 1 2, where will you put it? You need to put it in the new list. 2 plus 1 3, you need to put it in the new list. 8 plus 1 9, you need to put it into the new list. So to do that, I need to create a new list. List 2, which is empty list. And list 2, see, I need to create, I mean, once I have incremented the value by 1, or I plus 1 will increment the value by 1. That's correct. Next is appending. I mean, I need to append means, add it in the end or add it into the new list. So list 2 dot append I. So print list 1 as well as print list 2. Now we can see the difference. Look, this is my original list 1. If I want to add it here in the print statement, how do I add? Add statement here. Open the quotes. Okay. So append the list here. Once we start appending the list, we have created a new list, isn't it? So list one is the previous list. List two is the new list with the new, like, the operated results. We have put it into the list two. So that's how we just use the append operation here. So as of now, you can understand what is append. So append is nothing but, we are adding an element in the end of the list. So adding an element in the end, you can see here, add append is a function, a dot append of 5. So that means if I have any list, I can use dot append is the function and mention the element which is to be added in the end, like, inside the parenthesis. So I cannot add multiple elements with append. So if I have a list one here like this, so now I can just do list one dot append 1 comma 2. See, I get error. So I cannot do two arguments here within append. I can give only one argument. So then it works fine. And I can just print the list one elements. So that's it. So that's about appending. So append, what does it do? It adds an element in the end of the list. And let's see the other operations to insert data into the list. So using insert function also, we can insert data into the list. So I have a list here, list one, which is, okay. So list one dot insert. So let's just see the insert syntax. So see here, the insert syntax is insert the element and the position, I mean the index position. Okay. So here, I just have to insert in the position of 0. Just have to insert 3. See, so the first syntax, the first position recognizes the index into which the element will be added, and the second is the value for, like, the value of the number or the value of the list which is to be added into the list. So this is how we are just using insert. If I want to insert any elements into particular positions, index positions into the list, we can do that, because append only works like, in the end of the list I can add it using append. But here, if you want to add it in between the list, we can use insert. So that's the difference between append and insert. See, now insert worked in this way also. See, in the 0th position, I wanted to add a list again. I mean, list inside list it is. Understanding, right? So list inside list. So 3 comma 5 is a list here. It's kind of a sub list. I need to add it into the position of 0. For example, I can just add it into the position of 4, or no, 4, 2. In between, I need to add, and now I'm printing again. See, in between it came up here, 0, 1, second position. So this first is the second, I mean, the 2 is the position, the second position, index position, and then 3 comma 5 is the list I'm adding. So this way I can add multiple elements inside the list itself. So two operations, append and insert, done. And other operation which we have here is extend. Okay, so extend also, I can add multiple elements. So extend, I am just printing the values. See, 1, 2, 3. Extend works in this way. It adds multiple elements in the end of the list. Up in append, we added only one element in the end of the list. In extend, we can add multiple elements in the end of the list using this parenthesis. So observe, the parenthesis is kind of different in extend. So extend, insert, append are multiple insert operations. Let's see, remove. Okay. So I want to print list one first. If I want to remove anything, I need to know what it inside. Okay, this is my list. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So now I need to remove any element. For example, I need to remove 3, and then I need to print the list one to check if it is removed or not. See, the three element. I mean, the element name itself, I'm going to give it inside the parenthesis of remove function. Okay. So I need to remove 3. I just give here remove 3. Simple. I don't give the position. I give the element itself. The value of the element 3 is removed here. Why this 3 is not removed? Because this is inside the parenthesis. No, this is inside inside the inner list. So that's why it didn't take it. If I want to remove this 3 comma 5, I need to give the value as 3 comma 5 itself. So that's how 3 is removed in the third position of 0, 1 to third position. Okay. So that's the remove operation. And pop also. If I simply mention pop without any index position, it removes the last element of the list and it gives us the output. So that's the speciality of the pop. I mean, it removes the last element and it gives the element in the output. That's the speciality. Okay. So once we get this, pop is, the popping the last element always. If I want to pop the particular index positions, I need to mention that index position inside the parenthesis. If I want to pop the second position, see this is what 3 comma 5 is. 3 comma 5 is here in the second position. I want to pop it. I got this. Let's just print list one and check if any changes are there. Yes, pop of all the popped elements are gone, isn't it? So that's how pop. Again, another removal operation. Next, clear is to empty the list completely. Sorry. List one dot clear. And then print list one to verify the operation. See, clear empties the list completely. And dill element delete. Again, it is also a delete operation with index positions. I'm just going to create the list one once again. And then list one dot dill. Yeah. The syntax of dill is this. Dill list one of two. Okay. Next print it. 0, 1, 2. The second position element is deleted using dill list one of two. So I'm mentioning the index positions in delete. That's how delete works. If I want to delete the entire list, I can do the same dill list one, right? List one is not at all there. It erases the identity itself. It erases the structure of the list one itself. If I want to delete the entire list from the memory, even with name and structure and elements all together, I use dill. And if I want to search a list, I can do two things. I can check in membership, I can check with index. I'll do that. But before that, let us create a list once again. Okay, we have a list one, and I need to show you the search operation. Okay. We know already membership operators. So if I want to check with membership operator, I can use element in operator, the membership operator, as in you see here, right? To in A. It can return true or false based upon the membership is there or not. Okay, let's try that. If 8 in list 1, this is using membership operator, print 8 is present in list, otherwise print 8 is not present in list. Okay, so now it is not present in list 1. Now mm, I just can see the index operation once more, which is list name dot index 2, which is there in the index position of 2, 0, 1, 2. I mean, what is the index position of 2? 0, 1, 1, right? And what is the index position of 4? It is 3. It's like this. To check the index position of the elements present in the list, we use that. And I can check the count also. If I just simply mention some elements repeatedly, I can. And then I just need to list one dot count of 4. How many fours are present? 4. 5. Four numbers of fours, sorry, 5 numbers of fours are present. I want to count number of elements present in the list. I can use count, okay? And sort. So sort, ascending or descending. I need to orderly arrange it based upon the increasing order of the numbers. For example, I just can declare one more list, which is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 9 again. Okay. So now I need to sort it. Sorted, printing. See, it has sorted in the ascending order by default. If I don't mention ascending or descending, if I just apply sort, by default it takes up ascending order 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. And maybe I need to do reverse is equal to true. It sorts in the descending order. See, it sorts in the descending order. So that's about sort operation, reversing sort. Sorted again, I can do a sorted also similar to sort, but I need to make an assignment to the new list if I'm using sorted. Sorted list is equal to, that's it. Okay. Again, here as well, if I don't mention reverse is equal to true, it is going to be ascending order. And reverse, we know that already to reverse the list. So we know the list 2 here. This is the list 2. Now, okay, to make sure I'll print list 2. And now I need to reverse it. Oh, okay. Just a second. Yeah. So list 2 dot reverse, and then I have reversed list 2. So now we see this is original list 2, and after applying reverse, this is the reversed list. Just reversing all the elements from beginning to end. Copy, just create another copy of the list, simple. So I just list 4 is equal to list 2 dot copy, then print list 4. See, same elements as in the list 2. I've created a copy of the list 2. And concatenating also can be done. I'm just creating list concat is equal to list 2 plus list 4, print list concat. See, all the elements are concatenated. I mean, they're not added. Like none of the elements are added to the other elements of the list. But here, elements here 567899 and 567899, list 2 elements and list 4 elements, they're concatenated. Concatenation means combine, place one element after the other element, not add them, just put it together. Concatenation means put it together. Okay, that's another operation. Combine, done. So that's about the list operations. Almost. We'll see the tuple operations. Okay, let me just check why it is not being saved. Okay, I've saved in a different Google Drive. Oh, this is running forever. Okay. Just connecting to the console. Okay, done. I lost the content here. Okay, let me start tuple here in this. So a tuple, which is similar to list, okay, but there is one big difference between them. Similarly, I create in this way. I mean the sequence of elements, but the parenthesis is different. Just observe the small parenthesis here. Similar way, I can declare all the elements, different data types, sequential elements. We can do that. So once I declare tuple, there is one important thing here is I cannot change the elements. Like I did in list, I cannot change here. So like, I just cannot assign any other value to zeroth index. I cannot assign it. I get error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. So I cannot reassign the values once it's already created in this tuple. Okay, so that is the reason tuples are entirely different from list. Other than that, there is no other difference. The indexing or the values, the sequential structure, they're all same. But I cannot make changes to the elements of the tuple once it is declared. Once it is defined, that's done. I cannot touch it. But list is very flexible. I can change the elements. So how do I call it technically? Technically, I call the term immutable and mutable. Mutable is list data type and immutable is tuple data structure. So that is a huge difference between them. And this is one of an interview question. So, what is immutability and what is mutability? Mutability means you can change the elements of the list in any course of time in your program. Immutable means you cannot change the elements of the list. I mean, you cannot change the elements of the tuple in any course of your own programming. So, that is the difference. So, tuple is immutable. Okay. So let's see the different operations of the tuple later in the next session. Thanks a lot for hearing me. Thank you so much. Bye bye.